Okay, mine keeps telling me there was a network error. Twitch is a piece of rubbish.
Hmm. Well, I'm
Yeah,
live,
there we
so.
go. And we're back.
And we're back.
Cracks me up how these level 73 mobs keep trying to attack me. I'm level 80 and I've got 510 gear. You obviously want to die.
Yep. Yeah, I think you have to be higher than 10 levels before they stop aggroing.
Yeah, I don't mind. Most of the time I just run past them. You know the mobs that are trees that walk around with like the big bushy leaves on top of their head?
Yeah.
Is there a minion like that?
I've never seen one.
Because that would be amazing. Just give me a shout when you're going live, Shane.
Will do, buddy. And somewhat unsurprisingly, this gang of healers has taken quite a while to get through this.
Yeah, no worries, buddy.
run.
So if you finished, are you going live now then?
Yeah, we'll have to shift channel though, because only one person's allowed to stream into this channel.
That's okay.
We'll switch down to the pub. We'll see you in a bit, guys.
Alright, have fun. Reminds me a little of Art Age Unchained, to be honest.
I think Arcade was a bit more sophisticated.
Yeah. Yeah, and having a mount would be nice. Target lock would be nice.
Sorry, what was that?
I would like a target lock.
Yeah, I don't think there is one, is there?
No. But this tiny crossfire is a bit of annoying.
Oh, I see they cancelled Crimson Desert.
They did?
Yeah, I've cancelled it, put it right back.
Oh, that was the game from Black Desert, right?
Yeah.
So and they canceled it altogether, or
I think it's because of Black Deserts is doing so well, so that I think they've just pushed it back.
okay. So they're not. It's not like with EverQuest with EverQuest Next that they just stop developing, but they are not getting it over to our region or something.
I think they just stopped developing for the time being.
Oh, That's
And I think
weird.
that the main reason is Black Desert's still doing well.
Weird. I
Because
mean,
they've started adding dungeons to Black Desert, haven't they?
I don't think so, but they might. I mean, I've not been playing that game for I think 2 years now. I mean, every so often I log back in. But
Yeah, from what I read, they're putting raids and dungeons into Black Desert.
no, that's weird because I don't think that the gear and combat system in that game works in dungeons. I mean, you don't have like classes like tank or healer.
Yeah, it'd be interesting to see what they do. I think it'd be a mess when everybody's on their own.
Yeah, but the game already is a mess, so I thought that was why they did wanted to do Crimson River because they could not get the PvE stuff right in Black Desert. But honestly, I don't care because I was not going to play it again. I don't want to do a one of those Asian grinding games again with a cash shop. But when was this announced? From Crimson Desert.
I think I read it about a month ago.
Oh, okay. Totally missed that.
Yeah, I think it was at the same time I read about Arcade 2 being in development.
Okay. Oh, I found oil. Is that good?
That's used to. It's not useful at the moment. It's used to make steel.
To make what?
Steel.
Oh, alright.
It's also quite heavy, so you only need about 20.
No. Oh, and I found iron. Hello there, Kalaleaf. I think I'm lost.
Whereabouts are you?
Somewhere in West Bay. Oh no, this looks familiar. Yeah, but now I have to go back on the roads.
Oh, I'm just gonna get some food.
Alright, enjoy. Okay. Let's go.
I salute you, fellow marauder. We will never give up the fight. Come the end, we will emerge victorious.
Hey, Fraxis, how are you? And yeah, we're having fun. You can come on Discord if you want. Arcane is here as well. Okie dokie. Uh-oh, my neighbors are at it again. Drilling, drilling. Which is very annoying. Albert. Where was Albert again? Right. No, no. Up here.
There's my co-conspirator. Yep, this'll do the trick just fine. Good work. Let's just keep this plan between us for now. No need to ruffle any feathers.
Okay. What should we spend that on? Gathering speed, I think.
You've become a real regular. Perfect. Innkeep bit. Well, yeah. It just costs. I do appreciate you taking my request to Innkeep Beaton. He'll give you enough Azot to fast travel back.
Yes, that is an upgrade. Equip. Yeah. Okay, okay.
Crazy times. Everyone's bustling about, working together to strengthen the settlement. Gotta admit, I'm feeling a bit snubbed. No one's asked for my help.
But it is. What can a daft barkeep contribute?
That's what they're saying. It's not right. I got feelings too, you know.
Oh,
Maybe. I've been thinking of making a special brew. There's barley stores out in Dayspring Mills. It's good stuff. If you could get that barley, that'd be something.
ah, right. Now it sends me to another city in another region. Cool, cool, cool. Oh, upcoming war.
Hello.
Hey, how are you?
Hello.
Oh, there's something really bad with the reception there.
On mine.
Oh, it says something about suppressing the voice for better. How do I sort that out?
You sound fine.
Yeah, you sound fine to me as well.
You two sound like you're really far away in like a tiny box.
Oh,
Help, take me out the box.
we don't like to be in a box.
Oh, I don't know. It's quite nice in here.
Hang on, I'll Google this because I'm not going through the myriad settings.
No. Okay, storage. Okay, okay, where was I?
Okay, can someone try talking, please?
Yes, we can try talking.
1, 2, 3.
Oh god, it's still not working.
Oh, that is weird. You do have another account, so maybe try that.
Well, both accounts are on default settings, so I'll imagine it would happen there as well.
Hmm. But do you get like an error or something?
It just says something about attenuation. So I've turned the attenuation off, but it's not turning off.
Did you update Discord lately?
Not for quite a while.
Maybe you should.
That might be a good idea.
And then perhaps open it as admin.
Everything on my computer opens as admin.
Okay. Oh, that was pretty cool. Fast travel.
I just aggroed 1 alligator, 1 boar, and 3 ghost pirates.
No, this is going to be a long walk. I have to go to a different region now.
Ah, that's better. Hello.
Hello!
Ooh,
How are you guys doing?
Yeah, good.
yeah, doing well.
Good to hear.
It's been a long time since we heard you.
Yeah, it has. I was without a PC for about a year.
Oh, really?
That sounds like heaven.
That sounds
Oh.
like hell.
It was absolutely horrible.
Yeah. Damn,
I was not a happy chap.
I can imagine. So broke yours down?
Yeah, it just like broke out of nowhere. Couldn't be repaired, and I couldn't. Well, I could have replaced it with like something like small, but
Yeah, but nothing for not for gaming.
well, exactly.
Yeah. So pointless.
It it lasted quite a while, like, so it wasn't like really out of the blue. I just hadn't prepared for it as well as I should have.
Oh shit.
So you enjoying the beta?
Yeah, kinda.
Yeah, it's the PVE's not amazing, like.
No, and well, there's lots of this game that is just not really up to snuff, you know? I mean, for example, now I'm walking and I have to press the W key and steering with the mouse, so I don't have hands left to take a sip of my drink or do a vape, which annoys the hell out of me.
I think the it's either numlock or the equals key does auto run.
Okay. You might just prove yourself a lifesaver.
It definitely has an auto run though.
That's not unlock. Okay, let's see. Settings, key bindings.
Yeah, there. It's the equals key. It's at the top in the middle, silver.
Oh, that's an equals. Okay. All right. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Vaping. Oh yeah, that's much better.
Yeah. Well, especially because you don't have mounts.
Yeah, it's a lot of running around, that's for sure.
An awful lot.
Yeah.
Well, I'm just about to transfer from one town to another, so I'm looking at about 3 runs backwards and forwards.
With your stuff.
Yeah.
Well, after but can't you fast travel?
The more you carry when you fast travel, the more Azure you use.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, you've got to put all, like, basically just keep, yeah, like your gear and what you need for quests. Otherwise, you spend all of that. Unless you go to the inn, and then then you can just fast travel back to the inn, and that costs nothing.
Yeah, that's what I've been doing so far. Just go to the inn.
Aye, that's the best way. Is full release the 28th, is it?
So far.
Yeah.
Think you are too strong for me. Yes.
Yeah, don't hit stuff with the skulls on them.
No. Lesson learned. So I think I have to do this run over. Yeah, well, I'm back in town if you need me to carry stuff for you, Arcane.
I haven't decided what I'm going. I'm going to make each town kind of focus on certain things. I think,
Mm-hmm. Okay. Well,
and I haven't decided what I'm going to do. I know I'm going to move all my herbs up to the middle.
so are you not playing open beta yourself, Fraxus?
I played through the closed beta to about level 25.
All
So-
right.
So I don't want to do it all again just to have it all wiped again, you know.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
I'll be right back.
It looks like the territories are being claimed.
Say again?
The territories are being claimed. Monarch
Oh,
Bluff,
claims,
Falls
yeah.
Isles.
Yeah, I saw that. Outrunning the zombies, yay! I did my good deed of the day. I earned brownie points.
Oh, what did you do?
I revived a player. From a different faction even.
Traitor!
I wouldn't mind having BDO's auto path in this game.
You've been spoiled.
I know.
I
What's-
like the idea there's no mounts in here. Here it makes traveling more important.
yeah.
But it is quite funny. They go, here's a quality of life thing. You're gonna love this, and we're gonna take another one away.
Oh yeah.
Back.
Welcome back.
Welcome back.
And you?
The mobs run after you quite a long time. If you anchor them.
Yeah. Which is a bit of a problem if there's quite a few people in the area. Because if someone's just running through to get somewhere and aggro's mobs that you need to kill, you've got to wait for them, like either run after them,
Yeah.
or wait for them to come back for like 2 or 3 minutes. Because they get invincibility when they return to the spawn.
Yeah. Oh, I don't have resources on me. Smart.
I like your Rebellisis show thing on your stream.
Oh yeah, cool, eh?
Yeah. But it's very game showish.
Yeah. Yeah, I've been working on getting the setup for OBS right for a couple of days and learning more about streaming.
Yeah, here can be quite in depth. Like if you don't have all your settings just right, then nothing at all works.
Yeah, and getting the voice right is quite a challenge. And the sound of the game.
Yeah.
And then there's this thing that I have to learn to talk to myself.
Yeah, yeah, that's a problem. Normally associated with the psychosis, of course. But you enjoying it? Streaming, that is?
Yeah, I think it's fun, and I think it's also good for the community to, you know, to have videos and stuff.
Just to show them what an A+ gamer's doing, so they can then get some hints and tips.
Yeah, more like showing how active we are and how much fun we have. I mean, we made some videos last weekend when we started raiding in Final Fantasy, and we have so much fun doing that. So
Oh, that's nice.
yeah, it really is nice. So we do it again tomorrow afternoon and Sunday afternoon.
You've only just started raiding. I thought you'd been playing that for ages.
Yeah, but there's so much content in that game. And up to now, we didn't have that many people that wanted to go raiding or preferred going raiding with the guild, because you can perfectly well puck everything in Final Fantasy if you want to.
Right. How many is it? Is it 16?
Sorry?
Is it 16 people for a raid?
No, 8.
Oh, it's just 8, is it?
8 or 24. But 24 is called Alliance Raids. And yeah, we puck those.
Okay.
Because in Final Fantasy they have this great community finder or duty finder. So you just queue up and there's rewards every day for all of the big things you can do. So everybody does it. So you don't have to wait long for queues or anything. It's awesome. And the game, of course, is very, very busy.
Yeah, well, it's the most popular, well, apart from like WoW, I think.
Well, half of WoW moved over to Final Fantasy last couple of months.
Oh, yeah, something happened, didn't it?
Yeah,
Asmongold.
Asmongold happened.
He's a YouTuber, right?
Yeah, and a Twitch streamer. I think he got a couple of million followers.
Right. So what did he just say he didn't like it anymore and decide to move?
Well, I think it was in July or something, he started to announce that he was going to play Final Fantasy. And then he spun that over a couple of weeks, announcing it over and over, and then he started to play it. And I think much to his own surprise, he really enjoys it. So it's worth watching the streams because you see him like mellow up, stream after stream. I mean, when he starts out, he's like this this annoying, big-mouthed. And then, well, later, as more as he plays Final Fantasy, the better he gets, I think. It's really funny.
Okay. Yeah, well, I mean, that's how you get like followers and people watching you on the internet, though, isn't it? You've got to be gregarious.
Yeah, and the other thing which happened is the WoW devs started slagging him off.
The what?
The WoW devs started
did they?
slagging him off.
What a great idea.
Yeah, a guy who's been promoting your company for the last 20 years, suddenly you turn on him.
Yeah, and then of course, there's this big lawsuit against the Blizzard. Also does not help.
Oh yeah, the like employee sexual harassment thing,
Yeah.
isn't it?
Yeah. Yeah, so but Asmongold moved over to Final Fantasy. A couple of other streamers did, and then they did a couple of streams with Sepla, one of the main streamers of Final Fantasy, and they really hit it off. So that were very good streams, and then Final Fantasy got so busy on all servers, so both American and European, that we got waiting queues.
Right. I bet everyone loved that.
Yeah, and the game actually sold out because lack of server room.
Alright, so they actually stopped selling the digital copies because of that.
Yes, they did. But the great thing about Final Fantasy is that the development team is very involved and very open and transparent. So we already had 3 letters of Josie P explaining what's going on and what they're doing, and they already implemented a bunch of things so we don't experience the queues like we did a while back when Iceland Cold just started playing. But we really, you had like an hour waiting time to to get into your game. So yeah, that was weird.
I read that. He was very humble and he apologized and he goes, I know what it's like to be a gamer and get stuck in a queue.
Yeah,
Oh, that's quite surprising.
no, not for this game. For Final Fantasy, it's totally normal and
Because normally they just give you like stock excuses, don't they?
oh no, they tell you everything, and they also they've been working on getting bigger servers, also for Endwalker for the expansion. But the problem is with COVID, they cannot leave Japan to get onto the sites, and due to the pandemic, also it's hard to get the hardware at the moment.
Oh yeah.
So,
yeah,
but they tell you that, you know, they don't.
Yeah, instead of saying, it's COVID.
yeah, yeah. We're working on it.
Oh, no, go away, go away, go away, go away.
But the good thing about running away from mobs is they've actually got to stop to attack you. So
Oh.
so they never catch up to you if you're running.
Okay, I keep running. Auto run even.
So what you been playing, Arcane?
I hadn't played a game for about a year and a bit, and
Nothing at all.
nothing.
Wow.
I was setting up a business, so I kind of didn't want to lose focus on what I was doing.
All right. What were you setting up?
I've got my own e-liquid manufacturing business.
Ooh.
That sounds really kind of big and big boy pants, but it's I converted the room upstairs into a lab.
Okay. Well, because I know you've
Of
dabbled
course
in
you
that
did.
stuff in the past.
Yeah,
but you've actually,
exactly.
like turned it into a business.
Yep, and I've been nominated for best up and coming e-liquid brand.
Ah, quality. Well done. So it's going well then.
It's going okay.
Yeah. Well, it is a bit of a saturated market, isn't it?
It's saturated. It's during the
Regu-
summer, a lot of people are just searching for the cheaper liquids, which are kind of fruits and stuff, and I do bakeries.
Ah, right. Confectionery.
Yeah, I do a Kendall mint cake.
Oh yeah. I hate that stuff.
I do a Kendall mint cake, raspberry ripple, a raspberry donut, and a thing called a lemon pocket, which is basically a lemon yogurt in a buttery pastry pocket.
Interesting. Well, I don't really know much about the e-liquid stuff, but it sounds quite like it sounds niche enough to sell anyway.
Yeah, and also at a premium as well because I use premium quality ingredients. I think most of the reviews, I haven't had one negative review. I've had one kind of it's okay review, but every review said it's a posh juice.
Nice.
And I'm like, gourmet, please, gourmet.
Gourmet. Awesome.
Well, by the sounds of it, that's what you're aiming for. So,
Yeah,
good stuff, man. You're still doing the IT thing as well, though.
yeah, that's my main business.
Must have been a bit busy juggling them then.
No, because it doesn't matter with the lockdown or anything like that. Everybody waited to the end of the lockdown to ask me to do work.
Oh, did they?
It was like they've been hanging around having a lovely holiday and then suddenly realised, hang on, they've got a business to run.
So now it's busy.
Yeah, it's been busy the last couple of weeks. That's why I decided to play the game.
Bit of stress relief. Yeah, I tried out have either of you played Pathfinder Kingmaker?
Yeah, I've got that.
Yeah, I tried the Wrath of the Righteous, the new one. It's a mess, like.
That
Well,
was
King-
that was just released, right?
Yeah. But it's really buggy.
No.
Like core mechanics buggy. And they have like some really long fight things, like set pieces, where it just crashes over and over again. Like, because normally if you do turn-based, the fights would last sort of like five to 8 rounds or something. But this thing's lasting like 30 to 35 rounds, and you get
Wow.
like 20 in, and it would crash.
Oh damn.
Like, and then like there's loads of gear that doesn't work, spells that don't go off, like healing spells and stuff. So ridiculously irritating.
Oh yeah, that doesn't sound like fun. Okay, new town.
So Lebowski and Randall being in? 'Cause you said they were going to join, didn't you?
Yeah, I think he's playing, but I haven't been talking to him. Randallwood has been talking to him mainly,
All right.
but he is online, so you can ping him. You should see him on the right side in the member list.
Yeah, I looked at the Kingmaker Wrath one, and I was looking at it when it was in its beta, and it was like £25. I thought, oh, I'll get that, and then I thought, I'll get it next week. Came back next week, and it was 40.
Yeah, it's like 45 quid. They doubled in price.
But I did enjoy the first one, but my mate warned me, he goes, just leave it until they'll take about a year to fix it.
Yeah, it seems to be the way with stuff that releases these days.
Not Final Fantasy.
Yeah, that's just taken 10 years.
Yeah.
But they learned.
I should think so after a decade.
No, but they.
Monkeys learn faster than that.
No, because they fixed it after the first release. They pulled it back. They did it over.
They blew up the world. That's getting extreme.
Yeah, but it made for a great storyline.
A place for anyone. Yes, you understand. There's a brooch.
No spoilers.
Oh, I hoped you'd
It's only been 10 years.
the courier took them.
No, but seriously, I've never played a game that's without bugs before until Final Fantasy.
Well, that's nice because normally you expect a few, don't you?
Yeah, you would expect some issues, but this game runs perfectly, and they announce maintenances like at least a week ahead. Uh, if there's goes something wrong with the world, they are right on top of it. They fix it within the mostly within the hour. So yeah,
Oh, pretty good.
it's very good. It's really it's
Well, it should be because you pay for it every month, don't you?
yes, but this is the first MMO that does that. I think I've never seen anything like it.
I never, I've never really played it. Oh, no, I did. I played Eve.
No.
But that's the only subscription one I've ever played.
Yeah, but I don't mind the sub, especially since I really enjoy playing this, and will continue to play this. And I figure it's well, it's cheaper for me than, for example, when I played Black Desert Online. I spent way more money on that than I spent on Final Fantasy.
That's a free to play, isn't it?
Yeah, but it has a shop.
Yeah,
And
I mean, you don't have to buy stuff still.
yeah, you would say that, think that, but if you play this game, you like that game, and then you run into your weight limit all the time, and the only way to get more weight is
Oh no, they sell extra bag space.
a weight limit, backspace. Yeah,
That's horrible.
it is. So
That's the type of stuff people did like 15 years ago.
yeah, it's just, I mean, I don't even want to go back and look what I spent on that game, but it was way too much, I can tell you that much.
They're horrible mechanics.
I think Black Desert I spent about 350. Mainly on pets.
Yeah, pets and and on special items for crafting that you could could start crafting from your storage space, you know.
I think the worst one for me is Crowfall. I haven't even played that game, and I spent over £400 on it.
Oof. I spent I
Kickstarter or something.
yeah, I spent 65 and I still regret that.
I've got a castle.
Oh really? Well, you can if you haven't played it, you can bundle it and sell it. Only problem
Yeah,
is nobody wants to play it, so.
yeah, the laying off. Yeah, it's been going 3 months and they're laying off staff already.
Yeah, I bought it because it was from a couple of the same developers from Ultima Online, and that was my first MMO, and I still am sentimental about it. But
Oh, what? Shards of Aria or Legends of Aria. They have a custom server and there's fans creating Ultima Online.
yeah,
I don't know. I mean, stuff's never as good if you go back to it.
no,
Is it?
I tried that. I tried to go back to Ultima Online. I cannot do it.
No.
I
I
can.
mean, that's the point in nostalgia, though, isn't it? I mean, just leave it as a memory and move on to something else.
Yeah, quite right.
Why spoil what you already remember by attempting to recreate it?
Yeah,
you,
and
can't, you can't really spoil it, I suppose, but
no, you can't. No.
but it does leave a bit of a sour taste in the mouth if you go back to something and it's crap.
Well, it's not that I think Ultima Online is crap. It's just it's old, and I can't handle graphics like that anymore because I've seen so much better now. You know.
Well, it's nice when things look nice, isn't it? And obviously, like core mechanics and stuff are so much better nowadays.
Yeah.
Greetings and welcome to Monarch's Bluffs. Oh, and you can assure her that I
So
will
many
send
like
a truck.
quality of life
You've had an influx
improvements.
of
It's
new
insane.
arrivals. You've become a real regular around here,
Yeah.
haven't you? This place is starting to feel like home. Say though, are you more of a townie?
I
or
tried
do you
doing The
venture
Witcher
out
3
into the
again.
great beyond?
I saw that on Steam.
Yeah, I mean it's a great game, but the trouble is like you can like once you get to a certain point, you can just fight anything and not die as long as you're dodging.
Okay.
So it just sort of you just don't want to get any more powerful because you can kill everything already, which sort of takes the challenge out of it.
Yeah.
I did buy Greedfall. I thought that would be a nice game to play before New World because it's the same kind of theme.
Greedfall's really fun.
Yeah, I haven't got that far into it.
Yeah, it's I really enjoyed Greedfall. I mean, obviously it's not like the same type of thing because it's a single player game. Well, the same type of thing as New World, that is. But yeah, it's a good experience.
The problem is I get motion sick with it.
Oh, why?
I don't know. Normally on third persons it's not too bad, but I'm okay in the world. As soon as I go into houses and stuff like that, sickness kicks in.
Oh, that's a bit upsetting. I assume you've messed around with the settings and stuff.
No.
Maybe if you like, just have you got like motion blur and stuff on?
No, I immediately take that off. I can't remember if there's a field of view. I would have put that to the highest. I slowed the camera right down, movement of the camera.
Yeah. Still, it's a bit finicky if you've got to change that every time you go into a city or something.
I remember the first time I had it was Dark Age of Camelot, and it was going into a city, and I was just wanted to throw up. And I'd put so much time in that game, so what I had to do is get one of my guildies to go into town, to go to a certain point where I wanted to go, click follow, look away from the screen and wait for him to get there.
That's a good way to do it. Or you could have stopped playing the game.
I did after a while because you spent so much time in the major city.
But is that released now? Dark Ages? Oh no, that's Camelot.
That's really old.
Oh,
No, sorry, I'm messing up. I thought you meant Camelot Unchained, the new one.
Yeah, I think that's in trouble.
Probably. I mean, I think that's been in development since 2014 or so.
That long.
Yeah, I heard of it while I was playing Black Desert Online, so. And it wasn't new then. So I started playing Black Desert in 2016. Early 2016.
Ah, right.
And I was in this guild for about a month before I started Rebelicious, and in that guild they were kickstarting Camelot Unchained. So, and we started Rebelicious in April 2016. So I assume that Unchained was in 2015 started, but might have been sooner even. I don't know.
Yeah, that's quite a while.
Yeah, I think that's the downside of crowdfunding. I mean, you want your funds as soon as possible, of course, but that also means that people have to wait a long time for a game to come.
Yeah.
And I think nowadays, if you take so many years to develop a game, you're basically developing an old game.
Well, that's the same for all MMOs, though, isn't
Yeah.
it? Because it takes so long to sort out.
Yeah.
Plus, if you crowdfund, you have to be a lot more transparent with your development.
Yeah.
Which is a massive problem because people are arseholes on the internet.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think like Battlefield 2024 is coming out next month as well, so I'm not. They depend on how good that is. I'm not too sure how much time I'm going to be spending in this.
Sorry, what game is that that's coming out?
The new Battlefield game, FPS.
Oh, okay. But that's like a solo game, right?
It's a what? Sorry.
That's a game that you play solo, right?
No, it's multiplayer only.
Oh, okay. But it's not an MMO.
No, it's a first-person shooter.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
Battlefield is like one of the first games that I got when I started playing on PC, and absolutely love it. So.
No.
I was a massive fan of Battlefield Vietnam.
That was before I didn't get a PC till quite late, so I didn't play the like Bad Company in Vietnam.
You could put an MP3 soundtrack onto your helicopter and go flying over a hill with.
Raid of the Valkyries.
Oh no, we had Pink Trouble playing.
I imagine there was quite a bit of Raid of the Valkyries, though.
Oh god, yeah.
Um, 2142 was my first one. Love that game.
So, Camelot Unchained started in 2012.
Ooh. 9 years in, eh?
Mm-hmm.
Well,
and still no release date.
At least it's not what Ark?
Star Citizen.
Oh god, that. Talk about spending money on a game and not seeing anything for it, eh?
Mm-hmm.
People have spent like tens of thousands of pounds on that thing. I'm not sure it'll ever come out, you know. What's his name? Chris Robertson?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think he's just too much of a perfectionist.
I think he just gets distracted too much, you know, because they should have nailed all the space combat down, and then they decided to change it into a first-person shooter, you know, a couple of months in.
Well, they wanted both, didn't they? Like raiding space stations and stuff.
And now Elite Dangerous does it.
Does it?
Yeah.
like the zero G thing?
I'm not too sure. The last expansion allows you to go onto planets and get. I think allowed you to go on space stations and stuff.
Right. Because I think the problem with the first person thing with Star Citizen was the zero G thing. That they tried it to be far too ambitious. Because just adding in like normal FPS elements is perfectly fine. But if you've got to develop like an entire new engine to do that part of your game, then it's going to take a while.
God, this corruption's getting everywhere now. I can't see a damn thing.
That fog.
Yeah, and people aren't as high enough level to take it on yet.
Yeah.
Well, now that was quicker than I expected. Better, or I'll be sending you back.
Have you
Now
decided
you've
what
got the
weapons
instant
are you
on
going?
gloves. I trust you see why First Light is damn nice.
Me?
Yeah.
Well, I went. Where did I go? Well, I went tank and something else. I actually can't remember what else I went. Oh yeah, musket. The tank's fun, but I think it's a lot more useful for PvE than PvP, and the PvE's not really up to snuff. So I'm not sure, to be honest.
Yeah, I really enjoyed playing a tank, and I've never done that ever.
Yeah, you enjoy your wizards, don't you?
Yep, wizards and bows and stuff.
Are you doing the tank at the moment, are you?
Now I'm trying out the life staff and the ice gauntlet.
Apparently they're really powerful. Like, well, the ice gauntlet apparently is really good.
But the game isn't. I was talking to Silver about it. The game isn't kind of developed for range, especially not Magic. It's like all the developers play tanks. Or melee DPS.
Yeah.
Yeah, the two-handed classes are really powerful.
I'll be right back. I'm going to grab a cup of tea.
Okay.
Yeah, with the staffs and the magic things, you like that. Half the time, you're just aiming at the ground, and you like that. Going, do you just raise the reticle up a bit for us?
Yeah, well, I mean, I used like quite a few weapons just to see what they're like, which is quite good that you can do that. But the bow, I just never hit anything with it.
Oh, I went shield and sword last time, and with a bow, and I was really enjoying it. I found it a struggle very early on, but once you start leveling it up, it started becoming really enjoyable.
Is that like AOE with the bow?
You can do. I was all single target. I was basically using it to pull.
Yeah, that's fair enough. I meant PvP specifically though.
I didn't do any PvP. I can't see me doing much PvP in this game.
I mean, it's like 75% PvP, unfortunately.
Oh yeah, no, but they've got all the auction houses are separate, aren't they? I can play the market, craft and play the market.
To what end though?
To make money. I don't know.
And you can do that, definitely. That's one thing I did like, the crafting. Apart from, I thought it was really weird. Like, did you notice the dungeon stuff? Like, you out level the stuff you can make from the dungeons by about 5 to 10 levels before you can actually use it.
I only ever went into the first dungeon.
Amrine.
I think so. Yeah, the one with the dog outside.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, I only ever went into that, and I only ever went into that once because I was Sword and Shield, and I'd never played a tank before.
Things didn't go too well, eh?
Well, especially when I had proximity chat on. I think it was quite sweary.
I mean, because like I always play tanks, the dungeon was so easy. As long as like your DPS wasn't like, well, actually, like I went in there about 3 times, and 2 out of the 3 times, one of them there was a healer who kept pulling everything, which wasn't great, and the other time the DPS would just like they wouldn't actually hit the things I was pulling, so that didn't work out too well either. It was still finished both times, but it was the right fuck about.
Well, the thing I noticed as a healer, you know, normally you'll turn the mob away from the main party, so it's not facing them.
Yeah, so any like AoE doesn't hit them and stuff.
Yeah. Well, the healing works by traveling through people, so it hits the mob and doesn't travel through.
Aye, that's not particularly good, is it?
So basically, the healer has to kind of position himself on a 90-degree angle by the looks of it.
Yeah, so like the DPS behind, the tank in front, and the healer at the side.
Yeah, that seems to do it that way.
Which isn't great because there's not always space to do that, and people don't always stand in the same place, do they?
Well, I'm going to find out a bit later. I'm level 18 now, and I've got a healing spec on.
Alright, so like I think that dungeon's level 20, isn't it? Well, you can go in from like 16 up or something.
Yeah, I'm going to turn proximity chat off.
I think that's the first thing I did when I realised you could do proximity chat. I think there was someone running around the first town blaring music. Because of course there was.
Because you can.
Well, people are going to do the things they can because they can, aren't they? And it's I think it takes a lot out of the immersion of the game. Because it's alright, like, talking to, like, people on Discord and stuff like this. But if you're just wandering about, and, like, you just hear people having, like, the most mundane conversations in the middle of a, like, fantasy town square, it's just bizarre.
Yeah, and especially when you hear different accents and stuff, when you walk into town and you just like, you hear this broad Mancunian accent, you can just go, no, 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 no. I want a Scottish server. I want a fantasy game.
Scots and Irish only. I was messing about on a single player that just came out called Encased. Encased, a post-apocalyptic RPG, I think it's called. It's like so like a lot of homages to Fallout and games like it. And there's one of your companions on there's like a northeast guy, so that was quite amusing.
I can't remember which was the one I actually completed one. As soon as I've set up the company, the first game I played was, I'll find out what it's called. Something Celasta.
Oh, Celeste, Crown of the Magister.
That's the one.
I really enjoyed that.
It
Yeah.
was one of those I couldn't put it down. I kept on going. Oh, I'll just have to go for. I'll do another one, another quest.
Yeah, definitely. I did exactly the same thing with that. Really well put together, really well voiced. I was just, it was really entertaining. Like, I was surprised
Okay.
how much voice acting there was in it, to be honest.
Yeah, because it was a budget thing, wasn't it?
It was a what?
It was kickstarted and budget. It was on a
Oh,
really
was it?
high budget.
Oh, I didn't know that. Yeah, I mean, literally, like, everything was voiced. Although I think people sort of expect that now, don't they?
Well, that was the thing. It's like I just finished the game, and after I finished the game, 3 days later they release a patch with a new race, not a new class.
Oh, really?
Yeah, they now have the wizard class, not the wizard, sorcerer.
Oh, nice. Oh, I might have come across Celasta by somewhat dubious means, so I probably won't be getting that update. I'm just going to grab a drink.
I'm back. Alright.
I went out to try and level up weapons and test all the weapons, and I've just been completely distracted and been collecting hemp for the last hour.
Okay. Well, you must have a lot of hemp.
Not enough. You need, oh god, you need so much of it. I'll set my alarm for 4 o'clock in the morning. That should sort it out.
You need the hemp now?
Oh no, I'm just collecting it and crafting it at the moment, and I'm also taking it down to First Light to do because when people take over territories, they have control of the tax values.
Yeah.
So they put an extra 50% cost on all crafting and stuff.
Assholes.
Let's have a look to see what percentage. Actually, Winswood, 0.441, so 41% higher.
Back.
Welcome back.
I am.
Wow, the syndicates are into their property tax.
It seems to be the way in this game that if a different syndicate takes over a place that used to be owned by someone else, they just hike the taxes through the roof.
Well, the close beta, the one previous gone, I joined a big massive guild, and they were charging 1,000 to join the guild, or 2,000 to join the guild.
Really?
So they could buy the town. So we got the town really, really quickly.
Ah, nice.
but you know, it was the biggest guild on the server. Everybody was just chipping in because nobody cares. Nobody was after keeping the money, were they? So
Well, they're not going to be able to keep it here, so why not? Well, I imagine like when the game comes out, that'll be a thing, won't it?
well, it's like why have you know it's a 4-day beta. Why have you put property tax up to 200%?
Yeah.
Drop it down to 0 so everybody can try a house out.
I don't think the tax doesn't apply on your first purchase, though, does it?
Yeah, whatever's in the town.
Or even on the first one?
I think so, yeah. Because I ran around last time trying to find a house in one of I think it was Blightwood, and I was running around trying to find a house there, and I was like, my God, these are expensive.
Yeah, I think the cheapest one you can get's 500 to start with. Then they go up to like 10,000 or something.
I don't know where you're finding a house for 500.
There's one in every town for 500. Like as a starter house. If it's your first house, it's 500.
Oh, didn't know that. I'm gonna have a search for that. I've got the money.
Yeah, there's only one of them, and I have no idea where they are. But I only found that out after googling it, because like you, I was only finding like 5,000 houses. Then I found one for 1,500 or 2,000, I think. Like down one of the back lanes that no one ever uses to go anywhere. It would be nice if you could do that via the town board.
Yeah, buy a house from there.
Yeah.
Yeah, like instead of running to every single house to find out how much it costs.
Yeah.
So I'm crafting life staff. So it goes, here you go, here's a life staff, great stats. And then the bonus is generate 7.6% more threat. I was like,
Damn.
Nice.
So now they want you to be a mage tank.
That the life staff and the sword and shield might be actually really good because the amount of threat you can generate with the heals and everything.
The trouble is the stats, though, because you've got to use completely different stats for them. So
Yeah,
you wouldn't be particularly good at either.
Yeah, there's. I was kind of looking at them. Do I throw everything just in one stat? So, say if I went sword and shield, do I throw everything in strength?
Yes.
You've got to at least put 50 in constitution.
Well, you put everything in strength and constitution, yeah.
But the thing is, like each level, you know, the breakpoints in each level give you extra things where it could counter the actual amount that you're putting in one. Spreading it out can actually work. And if you're doing PvE, it doesn't really matter.
Well, not as much, no, but it still has an effect. And if you decide at some point that you want to do a bit of PvP, then there's always going to be better healers or better tanks, you know what I mean?
Yeah, but I'm sure it comes to a point where putting everything in one, it starts to have diminishing returns.
I'm not sure, to be honest. I do know that I put nearly all of mine in. I think I put nearly all mine in strength and constitution, because you need. Because you're not going to be doing as much damage as a DPS, like in a dungeon or something. But if you're PvEing by yourself, just doing quests and stuff, you need the strength just to kill the mobs. Otherwise, you're going to be there all day.
Yeah.
I don't know. My first run, I had it in. I had the sword and shield and life staff. I didn't have anything in focus, and I just had strength. Well, yeah, I had strength and constitution, but the life staff was really helpful. I tell you what thing is really helpful, especially if you're going to do skinning, is the ice gauntlet.
What effect does that have on skinning?
Level it up so you've got the ice spike. Go to the starting area. Throw it down in the middle of the starting area. It aggroes every ball around, and they all pile up in one big heap, and you can skin them all on one go.
Alright.
I think I leveled my skinning and the lever working up to 100 in the space of 2.5 hours.
That's ridiculous. Have they changed the iron drop rate?
No.
Still the same, is it?
Well, the last beta I managed to get, I tried most of the crafting skills and stuff, and I found the trick was, because leather work, skinning is the best, getting leather is the quickest and easiest way of getting stuff.
Yeah.
It levels your weapon skills up. You go and kill a load of wolves and stuff like that. And then just, if you want to do armor crafting, just make leather armor.
Yeah, that's definitely that's the way I found was easiest. Yeah.
And
Because
then
it's
just
the most
switch,
plentiful.
and then just switch to iron armor when you want to craft your own gear.
Yeah. I mean, obviously you need to level up your smelting and stuff, because you won't be able to make the mats to make the level of armor you want, will you?
Yeah, but the thing is, to level up your smelting, you just go out and cut a load of trees down.
No,
And change it to charcoal.
That's logging, not.
Yeah, but you just make charcoal.
All right, yeah. That's fair enough.
But the thing is, all you have to do is have one. Got an advantage because we're playing during the day, so there's going to be loads of materials around during the day.
Well, a lot more, yeah.
Apart from it's launching during a bank holiday, during the holiday, isn't it?
I've no idea.
Schools are out.
28th of September, what day is that?
It's out on a Thursday, so all our schools are on half term, so all the kids are out.
Thursday?
Damn nasty kids.
Oh well.
Yeah, unfortunately they're not random spawns either, are they? So you can't just go sort of off the beaten track to try and find something, because now they've, I mean, like after like 3 days of the closed beta, they had massive resource maps on the internet with where to find like any node you could want.
Yeah.
I actually quite like that, because you get a set path and you know where you want to go, so you can just go straight out and get them.
Yeah, and they respawn like every 10 to 15 minutes, I think.
Yeah, and there could be people there waiting as well.
Yeah.
So you're not going to be getting much of the stuff from around the cities apart from trees.
Set your alarm for 4 a.m. in the morning.
Oh God.
Don't you play MMOs?
Well, my sleep schedule's such that I'd probably be up at that time anyway, so...
Yeah, my sleep pattern's gone all over the place.
Are you going to be trying the Battlefield beta arc?
I can't play Battlefield anymore because of the motion sickness.
Ah, right. Oh, that's a bit shitty.
It's when they changed the Frostbite engine, that was it. Completely gone.
Unfortunate.
And I like the, was it 2042?
What, the old one?
Yeah.
2142.
And the idea of being able to bring the maps in from different games and bring different weapons in from different games sound absolutely fantastic.
Oh, you mean the new one? The Portal?
The Portal, yeah, that sounds fantastic.
Yeah, you can't... it's a... Yeah, they're redoing some maps from old Battlefields. But you can't like import your own.
Yeah, well, they said they were updating all the maps for the new game, didn't they?
Not all of them, just a couple from each game, I think.
But you can see that they're going to have map packs.
I'm not sure about that. I think they're just going to do... I mean, obviously they're going to bring more maps in, I think. But I don't think they'll charge for them. But we'll just have to wait and see.
EA, isn't it?
Sorry?
Isn't it EA?
Well, yeah, it is. But but EA's earned like billions off Apex, so they know that they can go the free route with cosmetics, and they'll still earn a shit ton. Because the problem, obviously, with like selling DLCs and maps is it splits the community up, and people stop playing a lot less, well, a lot more quickly. Because they just get irritated that, you know, like if 2 or 3 of their mates who they play with, out of like the 5 or 6 get their map packs, then they're going to be able to play on servers that run those, so like you probably won't be playing together.
Yeah, I suppose so. They can still sell the blue gun for £10.
Well, exactly, and people will buy it. Never really understood that myself, but each to their own.
I'm sitting here chopping trees and I've got no idea why I'm doing it.
just to collect.
I think it's just to level up while I'm chatting, and I don't have to concentrate on anything. I can just run to different trees and just chop them down. I know in the last beta I was using logging to collect Azure. Because you get that drop of Azure for every tree you chop. So I was finding the weakest trees and just chopping them down and just collecting the Azure. I'm making furniture.
Nice. Getting a nice share long on the go, are you?
I cornered the market in chairs.
How many do you make?
I think I made about 100 chairs, and I traveled to different cities to put them on different marketplaces. You see, the other thing is like upgraded tools are going to sell great in First Light because there's hardly any iron around First Light.
I found plenty. There's a whole ridge of it. If you look at the map, above the Titus Wallow Cave, there's this light brown area, and there's a shitload around that mountain ridge.
I don't think there's as much as there is everywhere else, though, is there?
Oh God, no. You're in Winwood, you wander off into a forest and you discover some...
Oh! Run!
It's hemp. Hemp is the one that everybody goes for as well.
To make fishing rods? Or other stuff as well?
Hemp's for cloth armor.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Well, you need linen for all armor, actually.
Yeah, and you need thousands of the stuff just to level your armor smithing up, and a lot of people won't realize the armor smithing is shared.
Oh, wrong way. We're going the wrong way.
Well, I'm going to corner the market in herbs.
Isn't that one of the easiest things to find?
Yeah, but what people don't realize is in each area there's only a different it's a different type of herb in every area.
Yeah, that's true.
So you move you'll move from all your herbs from one place to another place, and then take the herbs from that place and put it on the market in the other place. And they become really, really important when you hit 40.
Oh, I never got that far. I mean, I know the crafting's quite integrated.
My only worry about this is, like, I don't want to level up too fast. I don't want to race it, because I don't think there's that much content towards the end.
Yeah.
Oh, you should take your time, yeah. I mean, there's no reason to rush, really.
I'm going to become the #1 tree topper on the server.
There's always someone higher than you.
We might be in competition there.
I don't know. Now being online, they have a leaderboards of things like who's chopped the most trees and stuff like that. And for a whole week, I was #1. It became a thing. I was like, right, I'm not going to lose my #1 spot. Off to chop some trees.
Madness.
Have you played Albion Online?
I never did.
That's quite a little fun game if you want to just pass your time for a bit.
I think I had a look at. I've had a look at the Steam page at some point, and obviously just dismissed it for some reason.
Yeah, I tried it, but I could not do it.
How's the #1 tree chopper?
That's definitely a reason to start the game.
But the funny thing is, like, because I played all the betas before, it was absolutely fantastic game when it first started. What it turned into was not really what I wanted to play, because every zone was full loot.
What do you mean by that?
Full loot PvP in every single zone,
Oh,
apart from
right.
cities.
So one of those where you die and like they can take everything off you.
Everything.
Oh yeah, that'll be why I didn't go then.
Yeah.
But I mean, I don't mind dropping like 10% of the harvest that I've done or something, but people taking all my shit, no. That's why I stopped Eve eventually. I just couldn't do it anymore.
Yeah, I've got Eve. Eve for me, I stopped Eve because my heart. Every time I'd go into a null sector, I'll be kind of, and because I'm gathering and stuff like that, I would be terrified. I'll be watching all the chat and everything like that. Somebody drops into the chat. I'm trying to go into stealth.
Yeah. I mean, I did a lot of high sec mining. Let's put it that way.
And you're heading towards the jump gates, and you just like that. Go, please, 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 let me get through this. Let me get through this.
It's you don't want to be that stressed out when you're playing a game, do you?
Yeah, well, that's the reason why I gave up.
Yeah.
No, I don't like punishing games. You know.
Oh, it's definitely a niche game. But they've done pretty well out of the niche. I mean, it's amazing for what it is. Like the economy and the amount of depth they've got, and all the crafting and the gathering and stuff's insane.
Yeah, I bought it, I think, during one of Steam's summer sales a couple of years back, but I never opened it, so I still have a month's worth of game time in it.
Really?
Hmm?
I remember when two of the biggest corporations went to war, and I went round all the safe sectors and bought every warp disruptor on the market. And I got a message from one of the corporations. It goes, "Why have you bought every warp disruptor? What are you planning to do with it?" And I went, "I'm planning to put them on sale in this neutral territory right by the side of your war." And then I suddenly had a ransom on my head. I should have just ignored them.
I imagine if you'd ignored them, you would have got the same end result, to be honest.
Mm.
It's starting to get laggy. Oh, massive PvP fight.
Ah. So, and that is lag, right?
Yeah, a big crowd of syndicate just ran towards the town, and everybody's just flagged and run out. And there's an army of marauders gathering.
Where are they?
And there's somebody standing in front of. Oh, yeah, they're German. They're organising. They're all nicely queued up.
Are they in the upcoming war zone or somewhere else? Where are you?
In Windswood. I think there's a war party getting organised. I can't understand the words they're saying. They're all in German.
Oh, I can translate, but I'm in the wrong area.
Because somebody decided to put us on a German server.
Yeah, sorry.
I wonder who that was.
I made a mistake.
Oh, just treat it like it's a fantasy language.
Be right back.
Yeah, it looks like it's a Syndicate versus Marauders.
Used it together. Let us endeavor to bring victory to the Marauders.
Hello, hello.
While you're away, new territories being claimed.
That was quick.
Yeah, Syndicate has now got two of the central territories, Brightwood and the other one, but just below it.
No,
did,
that's the yellow ones, right?
Yeah.
No, Syndicate's purple, yellow's the...
It's the religious guys.
Yeah. I can never remember the name. I know Marine-
Covenant, right?
What, sorry?
Covenant? Something like that?
I don't know. Oh, Covenant. Yes.
Sorry, that's accent.
No, it's alright. That's my fault. Yeah, I think they were the least popular of
Yeah,
the three guilds, or whatever you call them.
factions.
Factions. Yeah.
Yeah, there still are, I think. We see.
It's unsurprising. I mean, who wants to be a religious zealot? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You can
Well,
be
a
a
religious
you can
zealot,
be a-
probably.
Well, yeah. I mean, you can be a warrior, a scientist, or a religious zealot. Let me think.
I went straight for a religious zealot. I thought that would be fun. Only because they would just run around shouting, "No, not the Kung Fu chair!"
I think when this gets full release, I'll try to participate in the PvP a lot more than I did in the beta.
Yeah, well, you can just join the kind of the rushes. What are they called? The fort rush, or
Wars.
well, there's the wars and there's the rushes where you have two forts opposite each other and you have to take over the opposing ones. You can join that at any point.
Alright, yeah.
And I will make the two of you consuls so you can do whatever when it comes to wars and stuff with the guild.
As long as I can wear my fancy pants.
Yeah, you are allowed.
We all know you're just sitting in that chair in your underwear, Arcane. You're not fooling anyone.
Eating cheesos or what's it?
Yeah, just cheese dust all over you. What a picture. I'm not going to revisit that.
Well, I actually bought a new office chair, and kind of one of the purposes was, well, if I'm going to sit and be playing a game for a long time, I need a new chair.
No.
Was your old one bad, was it?
Oh, it was falling to bits.
I just got a new one as well. I've had it for like 4 years or something.
Oh, I don't know what to do now.
Yeah, I don't know why people buy gaming chairs like it's such a rip-off.
I found them really uncomfortable, so I decided to go for a office mesh chair.
Alright.
And my god, the difference.
Yeah, you just have more space to move around, I think.
I've got proper support for my back. I can change, I can change virtually every bit of the chair to suit how I sit.
Yeah, that's definitely a big thing. My cousin, well, I must have been like 18 or 19 or something, and he moved quite near me, just sort of like 3 minutes up the street or something, and he used to have a Recaro chair out of a golf, like one of the golf racing cars. And he just like sat that in front of his TV. that was quite good.
It's quite funny. I hadn't seen him out for about a year, and he popped round and said, "You have to come round." So I visited him the next day, and I said, "What's happened to your couch?" And he goes, "Well, seeing COVID, nobody was visited. There's so many couch, and now I've got a lazy boy."
Making the most of it.
I said to him, "Have you got a one-cup tea maker as well?"
Iron. I'll pick up all the iron.
It might as well if it's there.
Yeah.
I have to say, Silver, I've noticed that for using the sword and shield, you don't use your shield very much.
I don't have a clue how I need to use it.
Well, you just block.
I only found the dodge key.
It's just right mouse button, isn't it?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it's really useful if you just like gather a few mobs up and just like block sort of most of their attacks and then just like hit them all at the same time.
Yeah.
Now, going back to the PvP thing, I was mostly referring to the faction missions that you do.
Mhm.
The ones just out in the world that you have to do to get the war started in the first place.
Yeah.
So I hardly did any of those.
Yeah, I did 3 or 4 earlier of those quests from the faction board.
You get like double the faction points for the PvP quests.
Yeah.
And they're actually ridiculously easy. Most of them you don't ever see, like a member of another faction.
Yeah, it looks like everybody's starting to shift up the map now.
You'll have a few people who probably haven't even slept since yesterday, to be honest.
Yeah, I don't get that because it's only open beta, so none of your progress will be saved.
Yeah, but it's a great way to practice your start.
Okay.
You need to be ahead of the curve, ahead of the curve.
Min max, min max.
Oh God. Yeah, I think we're going to be ahead of the curve by being far behind it.
So far, the curve actually catches up. It is a very pretty game, like.
Yeah. Yeah, it's, I mean, if you like us like to run around, take the view in and do a bit of gathering and crafting, I think it's fine. For the rest of the game, I'm not so sure.
Guess we'll find out.
Yep. Yeah, I mean, you cannot really tell until release. I mean, oh, that was stupid.
Oh. I thought you were gonna die there.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah, when I was messing about with the Discord earlier, now on my screen view, I've only got like rectangles displaying us and nothing else. How do I get it back to normal?
I'm not sure what you mean.
Just like, so like the channel list at the left, and the rest of the screen's taken up with 3 rectangles depicting me and Arcane.
Oh, yeah, I think I know what you mean. Let me see. It's like you clicked on the voice channel. So just click on a text channel and it will be gone. Like for example, click on general chat and you should have the normal member list again.
Oh yeah, I know I can do that, but I could have the member list up while I was on this channel, if you know what I mean, before. But I can't quite work out what I've done.
You double click on the live stream voice channel and then it opens the voice channel nowadays.
No, I mean, it was different to this when I first entered the channel. It's something I've done to make it look like this.
Okay. let me-
I'll work it out. It's been a long time since I've used Discord, to be honest.
Okay. Putting a picture in live stream chat. Is that what you mean?
I can't see live stream chat.
It's on top of live stream where we are.
No, that's what I mean. I can't see it. All I can see is 3 massive rectangles.
Okay, that's weird.
Yeah.
No, it's not weird. You probably went on full screen then. So isn't there like on the right bottom corner a button for exit full screen?
No. No, I'm not in full screen. I can go into full screen, but that just makes it only the 3 rectangles. I lose everything on the left.
Well, I have no clue. Can you make a print screen and put it in PM or something?
I could try.
So did that happen right away when you joined Discord or after? Because you always can
It was
restart.
like it was when I was messing about with stuff.
So if you restart it,
Yeah, there you go. That's what it looks like.
yeah. Oh. Yeah, okay. Um, So
It's all right. I mean, it doesn't really matter. It's I was just
okay,
wondering how
but
I ended up doing it.
but you can see us on the left side as well. Yeah, the
Yeah, I can see
channels. So
yeah.
just go to the one channel above us called live stream chat. Double click that.
All right. Yeah.
So what you're seeing with the three persons item blocks, that is just from double clicking the voice chat. Then it opens like a voice chat as text. So and then you could make instant calls or send instant messages to people. They changed that during COVID because then Discord became more like Skype,
Ah, okay.
not only for
I'm an idiot.
yeah, perhaps also because your the left side is dark instead of white.
No, I'm just an idiot.
Okay. I tried to find excuses, but yeah.
Yeah, the problem I was having with the audio was that it hadn't set itself to my sound card.
Ah, right.
I don't know why it wouldn't, because everything's plugged into the sound card, but fair enough.
No.
Never take a raid boss on by yourself.
Oh,
I'd say that's pretty good advice.
It's one of those. I can do this. I can out heal it.
sure.
Firaxis, did you try the the kind of the elite zones?
I don't really know what you mean, so probably not.
Oh, be right back.
What do you mean by elite zones?
There's certain zones in the world where all the monsters are elite.
I don't think I got that far. I only got to like 25, I think. I assume most of those zones are up north, yeah?
Yeah, they're around. I think they start around about 25.
Yeah, I was probably just like on the cusp of getting there then. Are they difficult?
They advise at least a party of 3.
All right. So you're not going to take up streaming as well,
I do a show every week.
do you?
Yeah, I do a YouTube. Well, I'm on a YouTube mixing show every week.
Or like a podcast?
Yeah. Teaching people how to mix e-liquids.
All right.
We're on episode 80.
Teaching the competition your tricks.
Basically, yeah.
Doesn't seem like a sound business plan.
We always make a joke of it. It's like that going because we help beginners and stuff, and there's a lot of people, a lot of the best mixers around the world are in the chat helping people.
Oh, that's quite
But
nice.
I learned from all of those people, and it's just nice to give back.
Yeah, no, that's fair enough.
But the thing is, the recipes I tend to put on the show are the recipes you can't make commercially because the additives aren't allowed.
Oh, right. So just for personal use only.
Yeah, but it's like the last show we were making 2 flavor recipes, and at the end of the show, there's 2 of us who are kind of are the mixers. There's one which is the host, and he keeps it running, and we've got a guy who just tells jokes all the way through it, and a guy who owns a shop.
Right.
And we did a couple of recipes, and at the end of it, that us 2 who mix for every week just went, have we just given the competition an absolutely fantastic recipe that they can make money out of? And they went, yeah. And there's recipe sites that you put your recipes up, and there's so many times people have kind of just gone, this is your recipe that they've just nicked and just made commercial.
Oh no.
Oh, a company in Morandus has declared war on Windsward. The final warning company will determine in 10 minutes.
As soon as you started that sentence, I thought it was some kind of e-liquid war that was going to erupt. Do you not, I mean, I assume the stuff you're selling you've copyrighted.
No, but nobody knows the recipe apart from me.
So you couldn't just, like if you're a dab-handed chemistry, work it out?
No, we'll put it this way. I've got 780 flavors in my stash.
The brooch is now safe and sound.
Yeah,
in
but like, how many ingredients would you put into one of those?
You're still live on stream, so be careful.
Yeah,
Oh
normally.
yeah, well no, I mean, he's not going to list all of his ingredients for me. Neither of us want that.
Normally, a commercial e-liquid juice company would do 2 or 3 flavors. My donut's got 9 in.
Okay.
There's my honey. I mean, my honeycombs. You did me a good turn, seeing as how every
How much
couple
does
of
it cost to
shipwrecks out
copyright
on the
stuff
coast,
anyway?
The dagger and the grey mist. If you'll go there and
Don't know. Look, it's £170 a trademark. I don't know how much it is to copyright.
I can't imagine it's, yeah, like particularly expensive. There's just a lot of paperwork, really, isn't it?
Well, you cannot copyright a product, right? Copyright is for creative stuff.
Well, you can't copyright a recipe,
Okay.
but you can keep a recipe secret so nobody knows what the recipe is.
Yeah, exactly. There's no
That's
point
fair
then
enough,
in copyright. Well, I mean, but copyright is given out by default, right? If I write something, the copyright is mine. So
Yeah, normally, yeah, but that doesn't count with recipes. As soon as you put it on the internet with a recipe, say if you're making a pancake, you can't copyright a blueberry pancake.
no.
Yeah.
And the same goes with e-liquids. If you put a recipe online saying this is how to make blueberry pancake e-liquid,
Yeah.
anybody can pick it up and make it, and then make it commercial.
Yeah.
But that won't be any problem in the Netherlands soon, isn't it? They're banning all flavors.
Yeah, they're trying to.
What, so it would literally be like a tasteless liquid,
Tobaccos are allowed.
right?
So the whole point of vaping is to get away from the tobacco. So
Yeah.
the EU have made it so that you can only make tobacco flavored e-liquids.
Yeah.
Yeah, sort of defeats the object, doesn't it?
Well, if the object is to be funded by big tobacco companies, then it doesn't.
Exactly. I mean, the lobbies in Brussels are insane.
Well, it's an absolutely massive business, isn't it?
Yeah.
Well, you must have seen what they did in America. They basically said all e-liquids have to be registered with the FDA and approved by the FDA. Each liquid costs 250,000 to be registered and approved. Each line of e-liquids, every e-liquid with different nicotine strengths have to be approved separately. So if you've got one flavor, 5 nicotine strengths, that's like 1.5 million to get it approved.
Pocket change.
And then if you've got a range of about 10 flavors, you times that by 10. So everybody put all the applied and put everything in there for it, and they've just turned around and said fail on 400,000 e-liquids.
Wow. Yeah, they do love their lobbyists in America, don't they?
Well, same in Europe. Don't worry about that.
Well, yeah, it's true of all politics, but they're particularly powerful in like in the American government, aren't they? I mean, they literally get people elected. Lobbies, like oil and tobacco lobbies.
It's like the e-liquid companies have just funded the tobacco lobby.
Yeah, yeah.
It's absolutely scandalous when you start looking in what's happening and stuff like that. You just go, how do they get away with it? It's right out in the open what they're doing now.
Yeah. To be honest, I stopped looking quite a while ago. It's just the same shit over and over again.
Yeah.
Yeah, it just wears you down and you just give up.
Well, you're not going to stop it. I mean, no matter how much you scream from the rooftops about it, are you?
No.
No.
So what level do you have to be to form a guild? Is it like 15 or something?
No, could do it basically right away, I think.
Oh, you can.
Mhm.
I thought you had to get to a certain level to make a guild.
I don't think so. I'm not sure what level I was when I tried it, but well, I'm only level 14 now, so.
Alright.
Well, have you removed the cupcakes from the guild symbol?
Yeah, I was just experimenting with them, but there's not that many nice ones really.
Cupcakes?
Yeah, I had, let me see. This. And then Arcane's
That's bags of gold?
exactly, but Arcane made them out to be cupcakes, so.
I didn't have my glasses on at the time.
2 people shaking hands over 3 cupcakes. It happens every day.
Mhm.
Love that.
But there are your cupcakes back. Yeah, and I did not need anybody else um, online or in a party to make the guild. I just could do it by myself and then invite people. So
That's good.
yeah, that is really good.
I've always thought the idea of like needing 5 people online at the same time just to make a guild was bizarre.
Yeah.
How much like in-game gold does it take?
Nothing, I think.
Why don't you just do it for free?
I think so, yeah.
That's good.
I mean, maybe I spent some, but again, cannot have been much because I didn't notice.
Yeah.
But so there will be a war tomorrow.
It won't happen because nobody can fight it.
And you've got to be level 50, don't you?
Oh, okay.
Yeah, we were worried because when we took over the town and we immediately went into war, we were like, that we got nobody to defend against this. And then the corruption came, and then they started attacking the town, and we had nobody to defend.
Yeah, it's weird that they kick those off so early. I mean, the war thing's fine, but the corrupted invasions, you'd expect like they'd only happen if you had a certain number of people signed up for it. Because I mean, what happens if you just ignore it?
I think what happened was it interrupts your progress of upgrading stuff.
Well, that's needlessly irritating, isn't it?
The thing is that when we took the town, it was absolutely surrounded by corruption. So immediately, as soon as we took the town, about 2 hours later, it was like corruption's going to attack in 24 hours, and we were like, maybe we should have cleared the area before we took the town.
Oh.
Reporting.
No.
think we both had caps lock on there.
Yep.
You're just screaming at each other, are you?
Yeah.
Yeah, for like the area level up things, I don't understand why they included earn more experience, because you already get too much experience as it is. Like gathering speeds easily, like, or storage space are the best ones to get by far, aren't they?
Yeah.
Yeah, I go for gathering and storage. But I suppose if you want to level fast and get up the zones, I imagine they're more effective later on.
Is the going that slow in like the later zones though? Because I mean, people were getting high level really quickly, weren't they?
Yeah, they were farming elite spots, I think.
Yeah, so I can't imagine like 2% experience is going to make a huge amount of difference to them.
Yeah, but it gets up to around about 15% extra, doesn't it?
But yeah, if you want to miss out on like 15% gathering speed or a load of storage, I suppose, yeah.
Well, you can always counter it with the equipment as well, because you've got gathering equipment, leveling equipment.
Yeah, but you, from what I saw, you couldn't change that decision after you'd made it, could you?
Not for the town, no.
No. So, like, if you spend all your time in, like, 3 zones in the north when you're, like, level 50, then you've just completely wasted your decision to get, like, a little bit of a rush right at the start of the game.
Yeah, that's how I see it too. For me, it's no brainer. Storage, gathering speed.
Yeah.
Yeah. Just seems like an odd choice from the developers, that's all.
Yeah, it depends on how often they think of bringing out new content. I mean, if they are going every couple of months going to expand the world and add more levels.
That's true, yeah. But it'll be the same thing over again, though, won't it?
Yeah.
Where it's only useful for like the first couple of weeks, and then
Yeah.
like for the next 3 months or something, you're gathering slower and can't fit as much stuff in your shed.
Yeah. True. I know.
Oh, what are you doing to that poor dog, Silver?
It attacked me, so I killed it.
No, I meant after you killed it. Did you have to butcher it so viciously?
Yeah. Food on the table, mates.
Yeah, the other thing, I kind of raced on my first one as fast as I can to other zones and stuff, and then you suddenly realise you're on your own with a load of mobs around you and nobody else around killing the mobs.
Yeah, that sucks
It
for
actually becomes,
crafting.
you make it more difficult for yourself.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, there were a couple of bosses. Well, I say bosses, but like harder mobs. Where if a couple other people hadn't have been around, I wouldn't have been able to do them.
Yeah.
Also, their spawn rates really were completely buggered in closed beta. You'd sit around with like 10 other people, 30 minutes waiting for one of these mobs to spawn.
Okay. Well,
I think one of the worst ones I had was a faction leveling quest. And it was me on my own trying to take down this faction leveling, surrounded by around about 9 other mobs. And I died about 8 or 9 times.
Oh.
And luckily I'd set my camp up and everything like that. Well, after about the 3rd time of me dying.
Yeah, after you realised how bad it was, yeah.
But I got, because it was used lightning attacks, I slotted all my equipment with anti-lightning stuff so I could beat it.
Oh, well, you shouldn't have to do that, should you?
Yeah, you shouldn't, but the thing is, I quite like that I had to do that.
Well, you wouldn't if that was the only gear you had all game.
Well, it was. You can just reslot stuff.
Oh, I don't know anything about that.
But the conclusion I've come to, kind of like going through all that, and you'll end up with different sets of armor for different situations.
Yeah. Aye. Well, you'll at least have 2, won't you? One for like harder dungeons and one for PvP. I imagine, anyway. I could be talking out of my arse.
No, I think that would make a different sound.
I don't know what you're talking about. I sound completely the same at both ends, so... And after that disturbing revelation, I'm gonna go and get a drink.
Okay. Welcome back.
Thank you.
No, I think I'm done for today with the game. And also, I don't want to play too much because I will have to do it all over again in 2 weeks.
Yeah, probably a good choice.
Yeah, it is a bit silly to start gathering so many materials you're not going to keep.
Well, I mean, it's alright doing it for a bit, so you get a decent idea of the system.
Exactly. I mean, main thing is I needed to know how to make a guild and how to get through the first zone, get into a faction. That's important for us because we have to have a faction before you can make a. You have to be in a faction before you can make or join a company.
Ah, right. I knew there was some stipulation on making
Yeah.
a guild.
So yeah.
Alright, well,